All right. Wow, so just an all-out aggressive round.
Yep, and just
Right
like
there.
that, Truly's going to push it to 5-3. What was that must have been at least a 2-minute round before that one lasting for all of 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was a super risky round for them.
Yeah, they
But,
full sent it, and it definitely didn't pay off. They're definitely going to play it a lot more passive on this one. We've seen them play this passive before, so it seems to have worked in their advantage in some cases. It's kind of waiting around, trying to play for the pick. I'm trying to remember. I know that, I think it was actually, it wasn't Tragic, but it was Penetrate that the former Fnatic team, now known as Truly, ended up getting, I believe, 1v4'd in the final game that they had against the opposing team by Evader. It was 1v4 or 1v5. I can't remember what it was, but
yeah, and was it in the World Champs you were talking about?
it was in Champs. That was how they ended up getting bounced in the second round and not managing to qualify. So I'm interested to see how things are going to go when those teams go up against each other. With that being said, Truly has lost a couple players since then, so obviously a little bit of a different team. Ooh,
yeah, made a couple adjustments.
Tip Wrath with a nice shot there. Traded by MJ. Truly
so yeah,
gamers.
playing this one slower, and they're playing for their picks. This is exactly how Tragic should have been playing this. Maybe 2 rounds ago.
Oh, he missed another easy snipe on back alley. That's probably going to cost. Misses another right there, and he's going to get pushed very hard now. Ooh, knows where MJ's coming from, though. Hits the double!
Right,
oh, he almost had the clip right there.
Wow.
And just like that, Hex cleans it up, and Truly will win the first game 6-3.
Yeah.
Dang.
This next round is going to be, what's the game mode? Let's see.
Next one will be Hardpoint on... Ronan will let me know in chat.
So if Tragic had to take anything from that first game, they definitely have to play the Search and Destroy maps a little slower. They were a little bit more effective on those, for sure.
Okay, Ronan just said Hardpoint Standoff. I think that was a typo because we just played that. Or at least we just played Standoff.
The same map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire range.
There we go. All right. Yeah, we definitely have some really solid respawn players on this Truly team. I would say Hex and Tipwrath and Clashy as well. Definitely known for their respawn. Could potentially see a sub out for Truly Gamers. He's primarily a sniper, although he's readied up and looks like he will be staying.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sniping on hardpoint firing range isn't exactly ideal.
Yeah.
For any hardpoint map.
There are a lot of long angles, so it's possible, but once you start to get into the close quarters, it makes things a lot more complicated. For those of you who don't know, Clashy, formerly known as Accuracy, formerly known as Acer Core, formerly known as Adapt. So some of you might know him as by different names, but that's who that is. And he's had other names before that, but I don't know what all of them are. So just FYI, in case you're like, that guy seems familiar. Waiting for Hex and Vest to ready up, and we should be good to go. Appreciate everybody that is hanging out with us today. If you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and hit the follow button, and also make sure to go ahead and follow my co-caster, Matt Claps, on Trovo as well. Should be pretty easy to find. Mods, you can put his link in chat as well. Just waiting on Clashy now. And he is just taking all the time in the world.
So it's best of 3.
Yeah, best of 3 for everybody asking. I was going to swap over to the standings real quick, but we're already in. Everybody asking why they're using bot skins is to try to minimize the effect of pay-to-win character skins, whether that would be smaller hitboxes, no sounds when sliding, or whatever that would be. Getting ready to hop in. We do have Truly is on, I guess you could kind of say, the strong side. The side that's going to be able to get to that first hard point initially. They do already have a player on right there. 3 players pushing back alley. And Flashy doesn't even check right there. He's stuck in the cryo bomb. And would be shocked if he gets out of there. He does get taken out. Truly,
and I really like this here. I really like this here. Both teams coming out with one player on each of the teams running the katana. So if they get the katana, they can just get in the hard point and wipe basically everybody out.
Yeah, the katana definitely, I would say, the controversial operator skill is it does cause a glitch on both your screen and also your opponent's screen, but it's definitely, I would say, almost a must-have in a game of hardpoint just because of how effective it is in a close range fight.
So really strong hardpoint here for the first one coming from Truly.
Yeah.
Taking basically almost all of it.
Tragic on board the struggle bus right now. Vest and Mango still both stuck at 0 kills as Truly's looking to take a quick 2-0 sweep and put Tragic way down at the bottom of the leaderboards. We do have Mango's actually getting a little bit of time on the hard point, and we'll get the frag with QQ9 right there. Magic takes out Clashy right there. It looks like the Truly player is trying to go for a push right now. They get the smokes down, and they're going to be able to slide in. Ooh, and Truly Gamer takes the shots through the smoke to get the frag. We got a trip.
They're already going to start rotating here. 20 seconds left. See if they get into the trailer.
Tragic players spawning down at bottom of firing range. That's going to make life difficult for them as well. It does look like Truly's got pretty good control at the next hard point, and Truly Gamer has eyes on bottom of 10, so that's going to prevent them from rotating that way as well. He's going to go ahead and rotate, and it looks like they'll be able to get pretty easy control of next.
And honestly, Truly is just playing this perfectly. One watching the back door, you got Truly watching the front door, and then you got somebody sitting in the back of the actual firing range side of it, and it's literally unbreachable at this point.
Truly Gamer sends out his shock RC, so that's going to allow his teammate to get a frag as well, taking shots on Gramps inside bottom wood. Pick up another right there, pulls out the katana, and actually instantly gets lasered out of it, so a little bit of a waste right there, but currently almost up by 100 points. They won't be hurting too much for it.
It's looking really good right now for Truly.
Yeah,
in game 2.
Clashy gets another frag right there, pulls out his Annihilator. If I had to guess, they'll probably be able to end it on this hill, based on how things are going right now and the operators in play.
They're rotating into the next already.
Yep, Clashy's not missing right now. His teammates rotating the next hard point, gets another frag right there. Only 13 more seconds needed to close this one out.
Truly looking super strong here.
Yeah.
Super strong today so
Vest
far.
and Gramps still kind of stuck down at the bottom of the leaderboard, 1 and 2 kills. And once again, a pretty quick loss for a Tragic team who's definitely going to need to start making some adjustments if they're going to be able to be a contender in Mobile Mayhem as they go 0-4 in their first 4 games of the series. Truly picking up a couple of wins, and we'll go ahead and take a look at our standings. And before we do that, I will look at the kill count real quick so you can see Vest, 1 kill, Gramps, 2 kills. That's just not going to make the cut. Just about everybody in double digits for Truly, with the exception of Truly Gamer, who is the sniper for the team, so typically don't expect as much in a game of Respawn.
Yeah, I was actually assuming they were going to be a substitute going into that one.
Yeah. Pretty easy 2-0 for Truly. As you can see, they were at negative 10 points going into today's play, so that's actually, and we see the change right there. Go ahead and move them up to plus 10. Tragic, meanwhile, at minus 40, so they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to be able to make it into contention. As far as our next game goes, we do have Infinix versus Fierce. So currently Infinix at the bottom of Division 2. Fierce tied for the top of Division 1. So obviously it's just the second day of play. Lots of
plenty of more weeks to come.
Yeah. Lots of gameplay to go before we know who the real contenders for that top spot are going to be. But go ahead and try to get these guys loaded in here. Let's see. This Fierce team has lost a couple players, so they're going to have to do some work in rebuilding. Let's see. Let me take a look at the schedule again. Infinix and Fierce. Infinix keeping the majority of their primary players as Titio, typically their top fragger.
Yeah, and actually in the league that I was hosting, I remember Fierce actually 3-0ing Truly in the rounds that they played. So that was super.
I think I
super
remember
impressive.
watching that, and I think I predicted that
Yeah,
Fierce
you
was
said
gonna throw the search and
the
destroy because
choke.
they always go up at the beginning of search and destroy, and it always comes down to a close finish. They don't necessarily always lose, but they do have a tendency towards struggling in the end of those search and destroys.
Closing them out, yeah. Well, we'll see next week, or we'll see when they match up.
Yeah. For those of you wondering about future matchups for Mobile Mayhem,
All right, so we have Infinix and Fierce up next. Fierce was after looks like day one they were on the top of the leaderboard, and Infinix was on the bottom.
yeah, Fierce is definitely okay. So what's your I switched to the wrong scene right there. Yeah, Fierce in the same division as Tribe, so obviously that's going to make things difficult for them. But in the new format that we're running, the top 2 teams of each division are going to play for the actual finals. So I would say probably Division 2 across the board is going to be the more competitive one, with Seminole, Arsenal, and Penetrate all in the same division. And honestly, Infinix too. I feel like all 4 of those are pretty solid teams, so I'm interested to see how that one's going to shape up.
If I'm correct, Fierce has the team with Main Mike and A-Flows and all them.
Main Mike plays for Arsenal. A-Flows does play for Fierce.
Okay. Because there's been so many roster changes that I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here?
Yeah, so the team that Arsenal has now is was already like a really solid team. I think their oldest player is 16 years old, and one of their players is actually 12.
Wow.
So they have their 16-year-old, aka their veteran, is Vague, and then they've got Shadow, who's 14. They have Evil, who's 12. Main Mike, I believe, is 14.
Jeez.
Exempy, I think, is 13. So very, very young roster.
That's impressive. Super impressive.
Yeah. So
even being young like that, you still have to have that game sense.
Yeah, exactly. They're a super, super fun team to watch. So I'm excited to see their matchup today against. I'm trying to remember who they play. They play Penetrate, who's currently in the lead points-wise. Still waiting on Infinix to get in here. They have yet to get anybody online. Hoping that we don't have a forfeit, but it is a possibility. All right, there we go. Usually loading in. Oh yeah, that's right. Shadow joined Arsenal as well, so he was one of the top players for
Fierce.
So yeah, they got a couple solid pickups, and honestly, in the games where they were dominating, those weren't even the guys that were top fragging. So if you got those young guys top fragging along with some leadership from players that have been consistently in these pro scenes, definitely
that's a good formula for success. Yeah, that's huge.
Get everybody from Infinix loaded in, and once we're readied up, we'll be good to hop into game number 2 or match number 2.
So Jez, do we know much about Jez's competitive background? Was he on different teams
Jez
before,
has
or did they kind of
been
just
in
pick
and
him
out of
up?
teams. I think he's played with Fierce a good bit. I can't remember what other teams he's played with. I think he's primarily played with Fierce, but Ronan will probably tell us in chat.
Yeah.
In a second. Game 1 is going to be Search and Destroy on Summit. Jez, oh yeah, that's right. Jez is from Truly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Also a former ranked warrior. Waiting for Jez and Tio to ready up, and we'll be good to go. We do need to keep an eye out for players that could potentially be. We are going to have awards in the coming. Oh, yeah, that's right. Weapon. I forgot Weapon was on Arsenal, honestly. I don't think he played last Mondays, which is probably why I forget. But yeah, we are going to have awards for MVP, Rookie of the Year, and Most Improved as well. So be keeping an eye on some of these players. I believe Envoy is one of the players that played well for Infinix on Monday. That is a rookie. And I think we're technically categorizing Sneaky as a rookie as well. As we've actually seen Fierce running an interesting lineup of actually double snipers in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, I believe Sneaky is one of the snipers, right? And then is Goku the others?
Nah, Sneaky
Or
and
was it
A-Flows.
Sneaky and A-Flows?
A-Flow is
Okay.
one of the top phone snipers in the competitive leagues.
Yeah, and honestly, it's really impressive to see how some of these players went from the iPad or, maybe using like a tablet or so to using these phones, and then all of a sudden they're still on top of their gameplay as if nothing changed.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
actually,
Tribe's a good
yeah.
Example of that.
Yeah, Tribe and Infinix both actually have started to make that transition. So I believe Tio is the only player on Infinix that is not using an iPad, or that is not using a phone, rather.
A phone, yeah.
Zim, we are all readied up and good to go. Hopping in to match up number 2, and I am not in the right scene, but now I am.
Summit, Search and Destroy. So that'd be interesting.
Now that there's no rules, we have seen some more shotguns in play, which we actually see Tio rocking right now, especially in a map like Summit where there's a lot of close range interactions. Not too surprising to see. We got Goku rocking one as well.
The enemy has the bomb.
Yeah, so if you're Sneaky here, are you using a sniper?
Honestly, I love sniping on Summit just because there are very tight angles that you can hold that will typically give your team an advantage. So you can see like this one that he's holding right there, picks up the shot on Munoz right off the bat. Gets the first blood.
I've always felt extremely uncomfortable sniping on this map due to the close quarters.
Yeah, it's definitely all about holding angles, and especially when you're playing with a team that you have good comms with. I think even if you're not necessarily able to hit the initial shot, holding those tight angles can help your team get a better idea of where everybody on the opposing team is on the map.
Gotcha.
And he sees Cheeto right there. He's gonna slide back. Ooh, almost goes for the quick scope with the Locust. Can't quite land it right there.
1v2 here from Cheeto. Doesn't know exactly that Renounce is right around the corner. And he's taken out. Finish out the round.
And Jez is actually using the MSMC, which is not something that we've seen a whole lot in competitive play, but
if he's going to do it, this is the map to use it on.
Yeah.
Or the shotgun.
Defend the objective.
And I think he's holding the LK right now in order to speed boost. At the moment, we don't have any type of ban on any skins, so all players are allowed to speed boost or whatever it would be. Cheeto gets first blood on A-Flows.
Did you change the screen, Bobby?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. I don't think the chat's delayed for me, but...
Enemy contact!
Oh, okay, I forget that the chat is delayed.
Yeah,
but they're seeing that.
All
right, well... Super strong round from Infinix there.
They realized that the screen has changed now, I think.
Ready up.
Okay, they scared me a little bit.
Yeah, I was a little worried too. I was like, wait a second.
Everybody in chat saying they don't read chat. There's a 2-minute stream delay, you forehead.
They have the bomb.
You'll be okay, I promise.
All right, 1-1 here. Looks like IFX is going to try to handle the top control.
Cheeto gets the smoke up top. just barely staying alive. He's going to be able to drop down. No first blood yet, surprisingly. And as I say that, 3 people go down. 4.
Wow,
Make it 6.
big exchanges there. Super aggressive round.
Yep.
Fierce.
Munoz not able to hit those needed shots, and
Wow.
Sneaky's going to make him pay. Quick 2-1 lead for Fierce right there. We are going to have Yuji actually top fragging for Infinix right now. Renounce, one of the more veteran players for Fierce. Honestly, I feel like at this point, Renounce and A-Flows are the only players that have really been with Fierce for a long time. Not that that's too surprising given the current state of COD Mobile competitive, but...
They got the experience for the team for sure. Yeah. And A-Flow is still trying to catch his bearings here in the beginning of this game. And Goku as well.
We know that this Infinix team has been through a good bit as well. As they were out for a little bit after people found out one of their players was actually hacking, but they've managed to rebuild pretty well, especially around Titio, who I feel like is kind of the cornerstone for their roster.
Defend the objective.
I think something happened.
I'm dropping frames and I don't know why. Oh, I'm gonna tilt! Why is this happening? I'm like dropping all my frames right now.
Yeah, the stream had ended.
Let's see. Oh, and now it says reconnection successful. Okay. Don't know what happened there.
No. Yeah, we're back up, I think.
Yeah.
Finish it.
Wow, sneaky there. Proving me wrong with the sniper. Absolutely proving me wrong with the sniper right now on Summit. Very
Spamming in chat.
Destroy the objective.
All right. I don't know why this is happening right now. I apologize.
So Sneaky just kind of running and gunning with this sniper right now. He really is just looking to get a nice pick. They're already up 4-1 right now. So they're looking good. Sneaky with the pick there on Envoy. That's huge. And it's looking at 4-2 right now. He gets pinched right there from Munoz to Tio. So what was a big lead as far as bodies is now come to a 2v2.
Oh, and now we're back up again.
Time's almost up.
Wait, maybe we're back up? God dang. Okay.
Wow.
It's not chat. This isn't even a Trovo issue. This is my, for some reason, OBS Streamlabs is just, or not even OBS Streamlabs, OBS Studio.
So for some reason, so last round, Fierce was actually up 4-2 in bodies, and Tio and Munoz were actually able to clutch that out and defuse the bomb.
Alright.
I mean, yeah, they were able to clutch that out. Just sitting up top with the MSMC, A-Flows with the MSMC. I think
double MSMCs. They're
gonna start to try to make a trend here.
Yeah, Cheeto. I think they actually just missed Cheeto going up on the back side of that A side. And 2 players on top of him. That's gonna be a tough gun fight to win. Only 2 players remaining for Fierce.
Cheeto's right behind Renounce. He doesn't see him. Renounce has a sniper in the round.
And Infinix making a little bit of a comeback right now.
Got a little bit of momentum here.
Let's see. Pretty, once again, even across the board. 4-4, 5-4-5. So, A-Flow's still struggling a little bit for Fierce. Meanwhile, everybody else pretty consistent across the board. Obviously, this is a map where if your snipes are not hitting, you're going to struggle a lot more because They're very tight angles, so your reaction time just has to be on.
Exactly.
Enemy in sight.
Infinix is going to lose Envoy, Cheeto, and Yuji right off the bat. That's going to make things
Ooh.
difficult. Could potentially see a game point for Fierce right here. Ooh.
And they're fighting all together like that. That's definitely a key to success. If you definitely want to be fighting all together, all three of your teams.
And A-Flow is sitting on this head glitch, waiting for Titio. Just bad timing on that as Titio makes the best of it.
Making it a 1v2. Jez using the GKS.
Interesting. The GKS, honestly, if you hit your shots with the GKS, it has, I believe, faster time to kill than the RUS and the Cordite. But with that being said, it does have a significantly slower rate of fire. So with the current
Enemy contact.
desync meta, that is going to cause some issues at times.
So Minos actually spotted Goku. He still has to get this bomb down here with 35 seconds left and counting.
And it looks like both players for Fierce content to play spawn, and they're actually rotating down toward the A side. As is Munoz at the exact same time. I think he's actually going to go back to B. No, he spots him right there.
Yeah, this is risky. And there's not much he can really do here, but just kind of put some pressure on and make a move.
Nice shots right there. Gets the frag on Jez, but Goku able to get the trade, and it is going to be game point for Fierce. Let's see. Renounce top fragging currently with 9 on the board. Looking like he's going to be able to just sit in spawn, hold down these A angles. Nobody rotating there quite yet. Speaking of the SMG meta, 3 Cordites, 1 RUS, and 1 QQ9 in play for Infinix. Not too surprising to see.
Yeah, not in this meta for sure.
No. Renounce getting shots on Envoy with a KN44.
Wow.
Jez actually cleans it up with the GKS. And Renounce kind of abusing that prone glitch right there. Usually just around the corner. Tries to bank the nade right there. Can't do any damage though.
And Fierce is still here right now. 5 bodies strong. This is looking really good.
Ooh, Yuji on the bottom side trying to work that control center head glitch. And Renounce just constantly abusing that prone button. And it just goes from very passive approach to all out sending it, and Fierce will take the game 6-3.
Wow. I mean, I think Fierce just plays really aggressive. I think that's their sweet spot.
Yeah.
Every time they play, they're super aggressive, even if it's on defense. They like to get up and catch you by surprise every time you're playing.
Nice work.
Renounce getting the MVP for his team right there, but really good consistency across the board. That being said, we do have some very solid respawn players for Infinix, so we'll see if they manage to bounce back.
Now we're looking at firing range, hardpoint firing range. Which in previous tournaments, I've seen IFX to be a really good respawn team, but we'll see how it goes.
Everybody for Infinix already readied up, so it seems like they know what their game plan is and are good to go. Just waiting on Jez right here. And I believe Ronin has fixed the switch up of the logo, so everybody that is losing their mind in chat can take a chill pill. Once again, waiting on Jez. So with that first game win for Fierce, that will actually put them solidly in first place. If they can win this one as well, they'll at least be able to be tied for a Division 1 lead going out at the end of this.
I feel like the gain on my mic was really low. I did a little bit.
I think it should be good now. Just all of our nope, all of our players are not readied up. Never mind. Waiting on A flows now, and he's readied up. We're good to go. Hopping into hardpoint on firing range, and I know I'm gonna get a buttload of people spamming in chat. You didn't change the scene! It's okay, guys. It's changing. You'll still get to see gameplay. A-Flow's potentially gonna snipe and respawn here. A lot of times we do see the sniper primaries play with the sniper off the start and then later switch.
Just to get those initial picks.
Yeah, try to get those initial picks to let their team get a little bit of map control. And it does like he's going to be... It looks like he's going to be doing that. Can't quite get the cross pick right there, trying to hold that trailer angle.
So I'm assuming right after this life right, he's probably going to change his class up and switch his guns.
Ooh, nice shot on Cheeto right there.
Wow.
Gets the double, takes out Tio as well. That's going to be big.
Wow.
Gets the triple.
Nice feed right there.
Honestly, after that, he might still stick with
Stick
it.
to
And
it.
it looks like he's going to. If it's working, keep rolling with it. He's just going to hold down. Wow. Holding down that firing range angle is definitely working for him right now. Yuji is going to get the better of him right there. But allowing his team to get some map control right now. Still waiting for the rest of his team to get warmed up, it looks like. And Tio tried to jump down on top of a player, but actually had to go around the wall right there. Gets one frag before he gets traded.
So right here, if you're A-Flows, you really want to sit off the hard point and just snipe as many people trying to push into it as you can while your rest gets in.
And especially now that it's rotated, it's a lot easier for him to just hold those angles. You know everybody's going to be spawning for the most part at firing range and bathroom, so there's not a whole lot of options from where people could be coming from. Yuji having himself a pretty good start right now as he's got 7 on the board. Finally gets traded.
Heads up. Enemy
And A-Flow's struggling to hit those shots, and as I say it, he picks up another on Cheeto right there, so they're going to be able to take control. This is an interesting Molotov right there. I guess his teammates had a Molotov on the other doorway, so basically walling off that entire angle.
And it looks like Infinix is just going to give up on the rest of this one to move into the trailer.
Honestly, not too much more time for them to play for right there, so probably not a bad decision. We are going to have A-Flows taken out as Yuji picks up frag number 9. And both teams going back and forth on this hard point. 2 players still
Grenade goes
inside.
in, great grenade right there.
Tatia is going to be able to hold it down. Not having a great start, but his teammates showing out right now.
lost the lead.
And pretty big feed right there for Fierce. Unfortunately, not quite able to push in that hardpoint yet. Big shots for Tio on Goku as A-Flows, I think, actually RPGs himself.
So Cheeto already rotated early, just trying to see if he can get some control right here of the next hard.
Tio has somebody pushed in behind him. Absolutely turns on Sneaky right there. We do have Jez actually sitting up top in wood. He is going to get
Katana
taken
comes out.
Yep, Yuji with the
Katana
katana.
comes out.
16 on the board right now.
Oh my gosh.
He is going in at the moment, and
It's so
he's looking
good.
for blood. Interestingly enough, does not chase his shock RC and ends up dying because of it. I'm not sure that's the move I would have made right there. Waste of a shock RC and waste of a katana in one move. But
Annihilators come out.
Yep.
Goku with the Annihilator right now. Fierce holding down the hard point. Looking for frags off of it.
And nice shots out of Goku. Manages to get the frag on Munoz right there. So Fierce making up a little bit of lost time. They got pretty good control of this hard point, and players pushing out for control of next.
Yeah. Looks like they're gonna have to move into the next one right now. A-Flows.
Ooh, Yuji here's the slide from A-Flows. Can't land the shots though. A little bit of lag right there, but still gets the kill. 3 Cordites in play for Infinix once again. Yuji
The
picks up
shield
another.
goes down.
Yuji almost at 20 kills right now. Meanwhile, none of his
Wow.
teammates even in double digits yet.
He's having a game.
Yep. Definitely one of the primary reasons that Infinix is in the position that they're in right now. They do have control of Nyx, but getting pushed a little bit right here, and Fierce is going to take control of the point with a shield on it as well.
So IFX has a Molotov down and a shield on the hard point. They can use that to their advantage. They're trying to get in there right now, and they actually were able to... Oh, never mind.
No,
Annihilator
Fierce
takes
said
him out.
not today, and even despite a little bit of a slow start, Fierce actually looking really good right now. Everybody but A-Flow is in double digits at the moment. And it looks like their map control is starting to get increasingly better and better. Jez going to be able to take out the lone Infinix player on the hard point right there and take control of Nyx.
All right, this hard point right here could determine the game.
Yeah, I've got a feeling
right.
this is going to be where one of these teams likely closes it out. If it is Fierce, they will win 2-0.
Oh, man.
And Renounce playing OBJ, chilling on the hill. We do get one Infinix player trying to hop in that side window, isn't able to do so. Big plays, and it looks like Fierce is going to be able to close this one out.
Down.
He jumps out of the hard point. I think he's just flexing at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
are
it.
going
That's
to be
it.
able to win, and Fierce is going to take the dub 2-0 right here. And that is going to move us into our matchup of the night. We take a look at our schedule. You'll see next we got Seminole versus Tribe.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
And
I mean, this is definitely the matchup I want to see.
yeah.
Out of all the games, this is definitely the one I want to see.
And Renounce actually didn't have the most kills by 4, but just because of the fact that he was playing the objective, sitting on that hill and picking up kills, it was able to pay off, and he gets MVP for his team. Meanwhile, usually the only Infinix player that went positive, so that's typically the result that you're going to expect in a team game of any kind, to be completely honest. And very solid performance out of Fierce as they're going to move very clearly into the number 1 spot. We'll see if Tribe is able to tie with them. They will need to go 2-0 against Seminole in order to do so, and they have struggled a little bit in Search and Destroy, but we'll see if they're able to turn things around and tie things up with Fierce at the top of Division 1. Let's see. Go ahead and start inviting people. We got Wally. Nope, I don't need to invite Zim. Little B's online. Little B definitely looking to have a bounce back game as he struggled in the content creator tournament on Friday, as well as in game number 1 on Monday. Obviously, all of the Tribe players recently making that switch to phone, so obviously that switch a little bit different for a sniper primary.
Yeah, the sniper's a little harder to use on the phone for sure.
Yep.
In my opinion. I don't think I could even get used to that. Which is why the iPad is for a bot like me.
Yup, same. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
All right. Yep, definitely I'm using the iPad for sure. I'm not even gonna use a phone because I'm not even good on the iPad. All right. So we have Tribe Gaming against Seminole, which, as we explained earlier, Tribe is just an absolute unit of a team. All on phones. Then we got Seminole coming off of a loss that put a chip on their shoulder. They're ready to go. So that's going to be huge. Definitely going to come out with from what I was seeing from a couple of tweets too. Seminole's definitely going to come out with a little. Definitely want to show why they're one of the best teams in the league, for sure.
Well, it looks like Tribe is taking their sweet time right now. And Little B may have gone offline. Weird. All right, we got Nero loaded in. And Tectonic Childs. Looks like Little B may not be playing, either that or just restarting his device.
Yeah, he looks like he's online for me right now. Oh wait, never mind. Unable to invite him. Never mind.
All right, we'll take one more look at the standings. So Seminole currently -10 in Division 2, Tribe currently +10 in Division 1. Like we said earlier, Division 2 probably going to be the more competitive division, with, I would say, a lot more well-rounded teams. I'm interested to see how Penetrate goes against Arsenal. I feel like Arsenal definitely had the more difficult matchup on Monday, as we see Penetrate did go 2-0, but it's against a team that's currently in last with -30 for Tragic, so we'll see how that ends up shaping up. Waiting for one more player for Tribe. If I had to guess, either Bolu or Little B.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's going to be, I believe, Summit Search and Destroy, I mean, I think that they would go with, well, I don't know. I mean, some people use the sniper. It's Bolu. All right.
It is going to be Bolu. So Little B currently not starting for Tribe. It'll be interesting. More than likely, we'll just see a lot of AR and SMG play, which for, oh, it's actually High-Rise Search and Destroy.
Really?
Oh. All right.
Oh, this is going to get spicy.
This is going to be really interesting to play, especially without a sniper. We could potentially see somebody else from Tribe sniping, but I don't think that that's something that we've seen before in the past. Very intrigued. And we do have everybody for Tribe readied up, just waiting on Slothy and Zealous, and we should be good to go.
I mean, especially on a map like this, I think that Little B would thrive.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the spawn snipe in the beginning. There's a lot of open opportunities on High-Rise to get a lot of snipe picks. So,
and Seminole's manager is currently in chat saying, "Can we forget about that 150 to 1?" Oh, understandable. You know what? It happens to everybody. It's all about how you bounce back. So it is going to be interesting, especially with Swag being one of the better snipers in the game. Not having a counter for that is likely going to be difficult for Tribe on a map like High-Rise. That's, I would say, the largest competitive map in the game. We'll see how this one ends up playing out as everybody's readied up and good to go.
All right, we're underway. I'm excited to see if either one of these teams, and I know Swag is most likely going to snipe. Well, I would think he would.
Oh, yeah, Swag will 100% be sniping.
Yep.
Obviously, High-Rise has that one nice little sniper angle where you can just run up off the start slide and hard scope the opposite side. If I had to guess, Tribe's probably going to smoke off that angle, but we'll have to wait and see. And he's actually going to go mid instead. Oh my god, and he hits that shot on Clout to start. What a shot.
Goodness.
No
Absolutely
doubt
insane.
Seminole probably has a little bit of a chip on their shoulder after that 150 to 1 game.
Yeah, that's what I was saying actually whenever you had left to go to the bathroom.
The bomb has been planted.
We're going to have an A plant right here for Tribe. Swag trying to get a pick. Not able to do so yet.
Oh, tech.
Oh, he's going to have an easy angle right here. Childs gets the flank, though. That's big.
Time's almost up.
All right,
Wally actually
right
rocking
there.
the BK, which we haven't seen a whole lot in the recent meta. Oh, easy prediction
Wow.
right there, though. Bolu's right around the
There's
corner.
another one, though.
Wow, and we
That's
will
it.
have Seminole taking round number 1 right there.
Bomb defused. Nice work.
Big plays.
For the next round.
That first blood out of Swag across that mid definitely played a big role right there. If I had to guess, we'll probably see Tribe starting to smoke that one
Defend
off.
the objectives.
Yeah, set the tone right there for the round for
Yeah.
sure.
And like I predicted, they do smoke
Gotta
off
do it
mid
again.
right there. That's going to prevent Swag from getting any more picks.
Yep.
It looks
It
like
looks like these
Tribe
teams
is
have
going
already
to
been
go
private.
for... It looks like their primary strategy... Oh, no, and he gets the
Oh, he
foot
got the hit
shot right
marker.
there. Not able to get the kill. Basically, they're sending 4 people toward that A side,
The bomb has been planted.
and they send 1 player to the flank to try to get shots from behind. Another
Swag with
nice
the
shot from
headshot. Swag right
Swag.
there. He sees him through the wall.
Oh, my
knows
gosh.
he's
Not
there.
able to get the wall bang on Bolu. Oh, he
Yep,
sees him
2v2.
right down below.
Almost finish it.
A little bit of an ego challenge right here out of Swag.
Uh-oh.
And his teammate's going to go for the push.
He might just try to...
Yeah, Bolu's trying to play time right now. Swag not able to hit the shot, but Slothy is, and just like that, Seminole
Definitely
will
took a
go
couple
up
shots.
2-0.
Nice
Yeah,
work.
Swag there just kind of playing like a...
Round.
Playing like a... As a bait right there. Because Bolo didn't really know which one to shoot at first. So
Yeah, and this
Sloppy
is
was able to just kind of take him out there.
this is honestly, obviously Tribe is one of the top teams in the game, but at the same time, without their starting sniper and also as a team that has struggled in search and destroy before, not too terribly surprising to see them go down off the start. We'll see if they can make a little bit of a comeback as Swag gets yet another pick right there.
Swag is just having a day right now so far.
Oh, and he
He got
gets
the
the
RPG
blind
kill.
RPG on Tectonic.
No way.
He's got to be so tilted right now. Like,
Yeah.
if I watch that replay cam and I see somebody blindly RPG me, oh, and Swag picks up another one.
man.
He's just having himself a field day right now. Like, this is just a sniper's paradise.
Some target practice.
Yep. Waiting
Where's he
on
going
that
now?
one Tribe player to go for the peak. He's actually going to go for the Molotov, and doesn't
That's it.
matter. Slothy's going to clean it up.
Wow.
Seminole will go up 3-0. Big start for them, but like we saw last week, they're definitely a stronger search and destroy team than they are a respawn, so don't count Tribe out yet. And they're not even... Oh, Tectonic pulled out the
Wow,
sniper!
He said, I'm fed up.
He
I'm
was
done with
ready
this guy."
for it. The ego challenge right there ends up paying off. Wow. So the one of the people that I believe Keo categorized as the #1 SMG player in Call of Duty Mobile actually rocking the sniper right there. He does miss the shot on Geo. Just trying to hold these tight angles, which is typically not what you see a sniper do on high rise, but they've got their strategy, they know what their game plan is, and they're sticking to it. He's going to go up on this ladder right here. Geo's actually over to the side, and he shoots the little beam right there. I don't know if he realizes that he's shooting the beam. Misses the shot on Zealous as well. He's going to have to retreat. They do get the plant on A. And he's going with the
Geometrics, taking out
backside
Bolo.
flank right here. That's actually a really good spot. And it pays off as he gets the pick up on Wally.
Time's almost up.
2 players on
3-2.
site. Tech holding the
Wow.
sides. Only 1 Seminole player remaining. Clout. Or Zealous picks up the frag on Tech.
All right. They're going to end up defusing the bombs. Zealous just going to try to put some pressure here, and they take him out.
Yeah, perfect play by Tribe right there. That will allow them to get their first round win of the game. Just like that, we are not going to be flipping sides because we don't do that until round number 5.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
And Tectonic actually swapping away from the sniper, which is a little bit surprising to see given how much success he had with it, but a little bit of a odd strategy right here is he's actually going to push underneath for Tribe. Looks like Seminole player is actually using the exact same strategy.
Enemy contact.
Oh, and he slides right there, giving away his
Wow.
position. Wally gets the easy frag right there because of it.
You were the last one.
Wow. So Wally got the double right there.
Yeah, and
BK.
Swag picks up the final kill. Like we said, he is having himself a field day right now. 7 kills in the first 5 rounds. No sniper primary on the other team to counter, and Tribe is definitely
Destroy the
struggling because of it.
objective. They have the bomb.
He's going to go for the mid snipe again. Not able to hit the initial shot. Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
but he
they
does
just
take
made
out
that
Tech.
so easy for him.
Wow. They just ran straight down that hallway.
Yeah, they served that one up on a silver platter, to be completely honest with you.
Targets in sight.
Swag is gonna play this left side, going up on this
so
ledge.
Cloud and Sloppy trade. They traded with the RPG.
Ooh, he spotted a player, gets another one on Nero right now, and Swag just continuing to go ham. Top frag for the game with 9 on the board. He is going to actually push back toward the Seminole side. Probably going to try to take top side right here if possible.
Bomb has been planted.
They're going to be able to get the plant down on B. Oh, and he's got a nice little spot right here.
Yep,
Gets the
nice
shot
quick
on
scope right
Bolu.
there.
Nice work.
Perfect prediction, and Swag, the first player to move
Executing.
into double digits with 10 kills on the board.
Yep, I mean, this is a sniping map for me, if anything. Sniping is huge on this map.
Given the fact that we're on a 2-minute delay and we're already at 965 viewers, couple things I want to say. Number 1, hit the follow button down below. Number 2, go follow my co-caster, Matt Claps Mods. You can spam his link in chat. Number 3, we are casting Mobile Mayhem, this COD Mobile tournament, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. So we will we'll be back here on Friday as well if you guys want to check it out. As we say that, Seminole looking pretty strong right now as they get first blood once again.
Yep.
And Swag actually getting a little cocky right here, hopping up on the beams. It doesn't end up paying off as he gets taken out. Ooh, Nero's 4 HP gets taken out by Zealous. Tech and Chow's the only players remaining.
Contact.
Ooh, Chow's with a big frag.
Yep. 3-2
Slides
still.
around the corner, pre-fires, RPG, doesn't land.
Good. With 25 seconds left, they got to make a move.
This is definitely winnable, but they got to do a lot to make it possible. And with Zealous up on that top area, it's going to be really,
Yep, and there's a pick
really
right there
difficult.
from Tech.
I mean,
Molly
that
goes out.
Molotov pretty much sealed the deal.
Yeah, that's sealed it.
The bomb is undefusable at this point, so all he can really do at this point is try to play for frags. And almost had time to do it, but Slothy gets the Corday along with the
Played that
RPG kill.
extremely well.
Seminole with a dominant win in that first game, 6-1.
Yep. And like you were saying, you know, for Tribe, search and destroy is not necessarily their strong point, but that's huge picking it up here for the first game.
All right. Anybody that spams mod abuse in my chat, my mods are not going to be timing you out. I'm going to be timing you out, so my mods are here to help and make the chat a better place. If you don't like it, I do not care. Taking a look at kill counts real quick. Swag going 10-3, like we said. Definitely having himself a good old time. And Tribe just struggled right there. It seemed like they didn't have the strategies. We'll see if they're able to bounce back in the respawns.
So the next, what is their next game?
Yep, we actually have Swag staying in right here. Typically, we see him swap out for Seminole on the respawn maps, but it looks like he's going to be staying. Everybody for Tribe staying as they do have their primary respawns here anyway.
Dang.
And Soso actually subbing in for Geo.
Yep. Geometrics. Bobby, I gotta say, your community is absolutely nutty.
My community is very, very nutty.
Yeah, once that got plugged in the chat, I just checked it and I was like, wow. I just saw my follows just absolutely shoot. Like, that was actually crazy.
The power of 1,000 concurrent viewers.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Oh, somebody that I just banned in chat just invited me to a game. That's funny.
It's a no from
It's
me.
a no for me, dog. People in chat saying 6-1 will be remembered. If we're being honest, 6-1 in search isn't like anywhere remotely close to 150 to 1 in hardpoint. Like 150 to 1 in hardpoint is like
Yeah,
I would say that's crazier than getting swept in search. Like that's not something I've ever seen in competitive COD Mobile prior to that happening on Monday.
Hey, I mean, they got 1 point. It's not like they didn't get a point.
Yeah.
At least they got one.
For everybody asking if TT is in this, yes. TT, I don't think is their like actual name though. The TT stands for Tiny Tribe, so their actual name is Arsenal. I do appreciate all the donos and the new subs. Sorry if I can't react to them in real time as we're commentating, but I do appreciate that from everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I saw Martin in chat. He actually donated to me, but he thought my alert was gonna pop on the screen. I didn't really get to say anything, but thank you, Martin.
And we do get an initial push from Seminole into the hard point. They're actually going to be able to take control. Actually, no kills on the board for Tribe right now. A little bit surprising to see at the start of a hard point. I would say this this Seminole team definitely has a chip on their shoulder right now. We do have Nero finally picking up a kill. That is the only kill on the board for Tribe, and they have absolute top control right now. This is shocking to see. We could very well see a 2-0 sweep for Seminole, which after the 150 to 1 on Monday, I don't think anybody was expecting. But there's currently only 2 kills on the board for Tribe.
Yeah, and I mean, Zealous alone has 5. So
I think right now Seminole's trying to place the reverse card, and they're trying to see if they can get the 150 to 1 against Tribe right now. What am
No.
They're going. They want the 150-0.
And then he walls off the whole back wall.
They are mad right now, and they want revenge. Clout finally able to get a little bit right there, and Tribe pushes in and gets their first initial control of the hard point, and he's actually going in right now as he goes from 0 to 5 really quickly. Make it 6 on the board, and he's trying to put the team on his back right now. They are able to retake control of the hard point, and it looks like they'll probably pick up the rest of this scrap time right here. It looks like they decided they were just done messing around, and they're actually gonna focus up and try to give Seminole a run for their money and see if they can potentially give us a game number 3. Bolu with still 0 kills on the board, which is very surprising to see. Definitely one of the more consistent players for Tribe, so we'll see if he's able to bounce back just like that. Wally picks up another one, and Seminole still looking pretty good despite the strong pushback from Tribe. They've actually and Tribe actually has 3 people on the point now, I believe. Yeah, that's going to be a difficult one to break. However, Wally gets a nice double right there, does get traded. And Clout getting all of his score streaks, only needs 30 more points for the counter UAV. That will definitely be clutch, and he is able to get it off the Shock RC assist. And just like that, Tribe coming storming back right now. If they get the rest of this hold, they will actually be able to tie it up going into the next hardpoint. And I don't think we've got any push from Seminole right now. They're pretty content to just go ahead and push to the next hardpoint. They are going to go ahead and use their operator skills, but the fact that Tribe is waiting to use theirs and almost forced to wait to use theirs is they only have 1 player in double digits right now. A lot of this is going to come down to the use of those operators and who's able to get the best value. Right there we see Clout picking up 1.
Yep. Still a lot of time left on this one.
Nero with a big frag. Oh, he sees the arm right there, but misses the shot. So gets the flag. That's huge for Seminole. Very big loss. Misses the shots, though. Childs takes him out. Wow, big plays out of Childs right there. Zealous, 1 HP around the corner. Childs doesn't see him in time. Does get the frag. He's going to be able to sit in the corner and regen. And
So I
Tribe
think with the
actually has
scrap point-
control of the point. They're going to be able to regain a little bit of lost ground. However, lots of Seminole players up already on Nyx.
Grenade out.
Enemy Molotov.
Childs does have... Oh, he's got his
Oh, he's got a
katana.
good flank here.
He's got his katana ready to go. He gets the frag, no doubt, once he gets that initial push in. Probably going to pull it out. Can't quite get the frag on Slothy. Seminole getting a lot of time on the hill right now.
Yeah, a lot of time. Time that they cannot afford to lose.
Yeah.
Enemy spotted.
We do have
now.
Wally
Tribe cannot
sending out the
lose.
shock RC.
Enemy spotted. Friendly shock RC has been destroyed.
This is a really hard point to retake, too.
Yeah, it really
There's so
is.
many
Oh,
openings.
and a lost samurai sword.
And they comes out.
That could be the one that ends up costing Tribe.
I think that's it.
They could lose it on this hill right here. They've got to make a crazy push, and Wally is just a one-man
Wally.
wall. Clout finally
Wally.
takes him out. I think it's going to be too late, though. I think Tribe ends up getting 2-0'd right here.
I think the slow start was just what killed him there, man.
Wow.
It went down at least 2 whole respawns without a kill, and that just really hurt him.
And that was just so crazy to watch because there were so many momentum swings. Tribe starting out with like 2 kills in the first minute and a half, and then they finally made a comeback, but they seemed to just lose all their momentum at one time. And Seminole, who I'm not gonna lie, I kind of counted them out after that 150-1 game on Monday, but they are showing that they are absolutely a force to be reckoned with as they 2-0 the team that I think a lot of people were expecting to easily win Mobile Mayhem.
Yeah, I mean, emotions will come out after that Monday game, and they just really don't want a bad reputation.
And I remember I was looking at Twitter, and I remember Wally.
I think it was Wally. Yeah, that's what I was
top
saying.
fragging for this game. He made basically a tweet about just how disappointed he was about that game, and you see him just making a big game right here against what most people would consider to be the #1 respawn team in the game. And
Yeah.
Seminole actually 2-0s against Tribe. Huge plays from those players. So taking a look at the updated standings, Truly actually going to have the lead on Tribe. Fierce obviously in first place for Division 1. That will allow Seminole to go ahead and move up into third, and depending on how this next game goes, could potentially move into second if Penetrate goes 2-0. Wait.
Yep.
Actually, if Penetrate wins,
They'll be first overall.
they'll be first
right?
overall regardless. If Arsenal wins 2-0, then Seminole will move into second.
Yep.
So, definitely going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. That's the beautiful thing about COD Mobile. No matter how good you think one team is, no matter how dominant you think somebody is going to be, there is always just this underdog mentality that can
Exactly.
just let somebody come storming back and shock the world, kind of like we saw in stage 3 of the COD Mobile Championships, where Tribe ended up getting bounced in the first round after everybody expected them to go all the way.
And that's kind of my theory. I've always had this theory where if the the championship winning team, if they win a championship, it's like every single team, they didn't get to play every single team. You know what I mean? They just
Yep.
So really, there's other teams out there that could beat them. That's
For
just
sure.
that's just kind of always been how I've thought about it. Like say the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. It's like, another team could have beaten them way earlier on or
Yep.
something like that, but you'll never know. So like
Yeah.
with Seminole right there, it's like you never know if Seminole is truly better than Tribe or vice versa.
All right. Well, that just got me that much more excited for the future of Mobile Mayhem.
Yeah.
Because I think there's more forces to be reckoned with than I had initially anticipated, especially given the fact we know Tribe's a really good team, regardless of whether or not they get 2-0'd right there. We know that they're a really good team, and they're not at their best right now as they don't have their starting sniper. But we know that they will make a strong comeback. We know that Seminole's a really solid team based on the fact that they just 2-0'd Tribe. We know that Arsenal is a really good team based on the fact that they 150-1 Seminole. So with this many good teams, like, oh my gosh, I just can't wait for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more threats in this league than a lot of people
Yep.
really anticipated. We have people trying to defend their name as well as a lot of teams trying to prove their name.
Yep. And this Penetrate team definitely could be a solid contender as well. Not a lot of proven players on here, but they're currently, I believe, in that number 1 spot in the second division. So we'll see whether or not they're going to be able to hold that.
So we've had 3 sweeps today.
Yeah, this is actually the opposite of what happened on Monday, because I think all but one game on Monday went to a third match. We had domination in 3 of the 4 matchups, and the only one that went 2-0 was the Tragic versus Penetrate matchup. How the tables turn.
Yeah, every week's going to be different.
Yep.
Next week could go right back to that, back and forth. But
Yep. Let's see. I'm trying to find the actual schedule to see who's going to be playing on Friday. And it will be interesting. Nobody really knows when the actual app update for Season 9 is going to happen. There's potential that that's going to be prior to the actual launch of Season 9. So there is a possibility that Gunsmith is going to be implemented into the game prior to Season 9 actually arriving, which means on Friday we could see these teams using Gunsmith. So if that happens, it's just going to be content galore. As far as Friday's matchups go, we have Tribe versus Penetrate in Game 1, Truly versus Arsenal in Game 2, Fierce versus Tragic in Game 3, and Infinix versus Seminole in Game 4. We do have all of our players in here, so just waiting for everybody to ready up, and we'll be good to go.
so Arsenal, the TT stands for Tiny Tribe, you said?
Tiny Tribe. That's I think just their nickname effectively, and they've completely embraced it.
Like so they're not really affiliated with them.
No, they're not affiliated with Tribe in any way. That's just their self-given name.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
Oh,
think
so
initially it was supposed to stand for Tiny Terrors, and then I think Tribe actually told them that it had to stand for Tiny Tribe.
Tiny Taros.
And do appreciate everybody here hanging out with us. Make sure to hit the follow button. Make sure to go follow Matt. We will be live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Next Monday, I'm not 100% positive where we're going to be. I'm going to be out of town, so somebody else is going to be casting. I don't know if somebody's going to be casting it on my channel or on their channel, but if you want to go follow me on Twitter and also go follow Mobile Mayhem on Twitter, those two will both have the official updates on where that's going to be held.
Yeah, I think Arsenal, their lineup is just an absolute power team.
Yep.
It's just, I mean, the team was already great, and then it just got even better.
I mean, that team itself is a flex. Like, Exempy's not even starting. I don't know if he's not playing tonight or if he's just not playing the Search and Destroy, but he's no doubt one of the better respawn players. We saw him actually make some crazy clutches in the last split against Tribe and actually allowed Arsenal to get an upset against them.
Yep.
So we got Evil, a freaking 12-year-old here competing like one of the top players. Miss Claudia with the sub, I do appreciate it. Welcome to the squad. Wait, no, I think she was already a sub. Never mind. Welcome back to the squad. Thank you for staying in the squad. I don't know. And we are good to hop into game number 1, Search and Destroy on Meltdown. Thank you for the 50 from Squix. What happened to Fnatic? So the team that is currently Truly was on Fnatic and actually ended up getting dropped after they failed to qualify for
Defend the objective.
Stage 4.
The enemy has the bomb.
Pain.
Pain. We do have
Absolute
Frosh
pain.
sniping for Penetrate off the start. Nobody spotted across mid.
You
Meanwhile,
got Evil sniping as well.
Yep. And we've actually got Main Mike, who we saw rocking the shotgun. He was a big factor.
Yeah, he loves it. He's so good with it too.
He's a big factor in the 150-1 win that we saw in Arsenal over Seminole. So we'll see if he can continue to put that to work.
Grenade out.
Very slow push. You don't typically see this on Meltdown.
Grenade out.
Pretty unusual from both sides.
Sniper.
And Sniper's holding those top angles. That is going to allow Mike to push in through mid and push over to control rooms. Can't get the shots though as Evader takes him out. And we do have Zio picking up a nice double right there and make it a triple. Shotguns looking like they might be dominant in this split of Mobile Mayhem.
Yeah. You think with the shotguns, you'd be going to the A site here. You know, a little bit more close corner,
Yep.
more one shot.
Destroy
It's
the
all about playing those angles. We do have Zio picking up the bomb once again. I'd be surprised if we didn't see him try to smoke through there. And he actually is going to play it slow once again. Throw that nade over the top. And,
He doesn't know. He doesn't know Justice on the other side. There it is, Main Mike with the pick.
And it seems like everybody on Arsenal is pretty content to keep pushing the B site, which you don't typically see from the defensive side.
Yeah.
Frosh running around with what I believe to be a concussion grenade. Typically you don't see a ton of those in play in competitive, but we'll see if he's able to make use of it. I don't think he's using Dead Silence.
Yeah, I heard that as well. The footsteps.
Very interesting. I think he's actually using Alert. And I guess it ends up paying off as he gets the pick.
Wow,
on
and a double kill grenade pick from Main Mike there.
What
And
a play. He's got a
Wow,
UAV.
Main
No,
Mike,
he tried to call in the
wow.
UAV, and Evader rounded the corner.
Wow. Main Mike had 4, I think, that round.
If
Yeah,
you're
he
going to call in
did.
a UAV, you got to make sure you're in a safe spot. He
That was
wanted
so
the ace
tough.
so bad right there.
I would be really frustrated. I would be upset about that one.
That's got to be pretty tilting. We'll see if he comes back with a vengeance right here. He's going to go ahead and trophy on the top of the A bomb site, and despite being the defenders, playing pretty aggressive right here. And Zio waiting around the corner with a shotgun. And Mike says, my shotgun is better than yours. He's going to go ahead and throw that one shell back in there and going to try to hold these tight angles. Honestly, as long as he stays on the A site, he's pretty much good to go, but they are going to go ahead and plant on B.
Plant the bomb down.
The bomb has been planted.
And they've got pretty good control of B right here. There's not a lot of easy angles for Mike to push through.
Did Froch just jump over that RPG?
I think Mike may have just dodged a trip mine. I'm not really sure how. Evader, not gonna lie, kind of choked a bunch of shots right there. He's got a player right behind him. Can't quite get an angle on him. Does get the frag on Asta there. We do have Evil versus Asta. Only 14 seconds remaining. Evil's gonna push through. Takes the top angle, but Evader is able to clutch, and just like that, Penetrate is actually gonna go up 3-0.
It looks like Evader just seems to be the more. I mean, he's a veteran player, definitely. But he's definitely very consistent.
Yep.
Looks like every round he's lasting until the end.
One of those players that has been around to a couple different teams, but has definitely been consistent for everyone that he's played for, and was a part of that qualifying team for Penetrate for the COD Mobile Championship. So we will be seeing him in the later stages of that as well.
Yeah.
You have Zio with a rather odd smoke across the top right there. It does look like they're going to be able to... Oh, I think he actually threw it too far and it went into the water. So probably not what he planned right there.
The bomb has been planted.
And
Still 5
definitely
alive.
not the angle. Wow. I can't believe he did that much damage off of a head glitch with a shotgun, but that'll allow his teammate to get the RPG kill, and Zio cleans it up.
Lost that round.
Quick
Looking really good here.
4-0.
Penetrate's looking really good. Not going down any bodies. And they're finishing each round strong.
Now keep in mind, we did see Arsenal struggle in the search and destroy on Monday, and it was really the respawn where they ended up shining, so we'll see if it ends up being a different story whenever we do move in to the respawns. And I've been giving Vague a hard time lately about the fact that he's been bottom fragging. He said, Bobby, I'm done playing OBJ. I'm going for frags today. And despite that, he's still stuck at 1 kill right now. I don't know what the deal is.
He put him on blast. Vague, if you're listening, prove him wrong.
Normally I'm not going to put you on blast, but if you're going to promise me you're going to go frag, he does get a kill right there, but ends up getting traded. Zio is just an absolute monster with that shotgun. We will have Arsenal able to take their first round of the game.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Vague, you're not bottom fragging either, so you can't be mad.
It could be worse.
They have the bomb.
Zio and Mike, I feel like, are going to become the two guys that are known as the iconic shotgunners of the North American competitive scene.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
And honestly, like, especially as far as content goes, that could be to their advantage, just because people love following people that are specialized in something. That's part of the reason that the snipers are typically the best known players in the competitive scene, is because they're really good at doing one thing.
Exactly.
I think, especially for a
To your
lot
advantage.
of these. Oh wow, Arsenal.
Like specifically Knife's iOS.
Yeah, Knife's iOS with his knives. Hitman, I feel like that's when Hitman started to get a little traction, is when he became known as the shotgun guy. So
For sure.
we'll see if these guys decide to stick with it. Zio actually speed boosting off this start, probably. Oh, actually switches to QQ9.
Frag!
And Mike has 11 kills on the board right now.
Even on maps, I didn't think you could
just
shotgun
as I
on.
start talking about how they're going to be specialized in their shotgun play, they both switch to SMGs.
They put him away. Like, why?
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Well, we might as well end the stream here.
Yep. Mike.
So Vague actually has an enemy right to it.
Wow, look at
Vague
Vague
with the
getting a double.
pickup.
Can I get claps in chat?
Let's go.
Claps
You
in
know
chat
what?
for Vague. Look at that.
Absolutely immaculate right there by Vague with
He
the double kill.
He has quintupled his kill count in the last two rounds. Just like that, Zio, the only player. Okay.
And look at that.
It really
They're coming
seems
back.
like Arsenal just went and flipped a switch, because it was a quick 4-0, and they have come storming back right now, led by Mike with those 11 kills on the board.
Destroy the objective. They have the bomb.
We'll see if they're able to continue. It does seem like they definitely thrive on the offensive side on this map.
Enemy contact!
You have Cryo Bomb up top, and Vague just full sending across right there. Gets the first kill.
Oh,
Slides
Mike
back,
with the kill
somehow
shot.
staying alive. Almost gets the
Another
second,
kill.
but gets traded.
They're just getting aggressive. Simply put, and then
And-
you got three automatic weapons against a sniper. There's not much Frost can do.
Yeah, he definitely caught in between a rock and a hard place, and just like that, what looked like it was going to be a blowout is now a tie game, and it looks like Arsenal might actually be able to 2-0 based off the amount of momentum that they've got right now.
Yep.
Mike currently has more kills than Asta, Shadow, and Eagle combined, and that's saying something. Those are not 3 bad players by any means.
Yep, that's an absolute flex if you ask me, Bobby.
Yep. And Frosh gets taken out early. Quick first blood, trades by Evil, Vague, and
Yep.
just like that,
This is
Evader's
it.
the only player remaining again.
But we've seen Evader do this before.
We
Don't
have.
count him out.
And
Don't count him out.
Vague is probably having nightmares and flashbacks right now of getting
He's having
1v5'd.
PTSD. Here it comes.
And Evader hits the
That's
first
one.
frag on Asta. It's beginning. Vague's breathing intensifies. Evader holding that head glitch. They know him as the master of the slide peek.
Yep.
Got a lot of work to do. Only 25 seconds to
Gonna
do
have to
it.
get a little bit
Vague
of
right
aggressive
around
here.
this
We know
corner.
Vader's got the gun skill.
Palms are sweaty.
There
And
it is.
Vague manages to clutch it up right there. And 5 rounds in a row for Arsenal.
Vague said, "Not today, man. It's a different time."
All right.
Defend
And
the objectives. The
Mike
enemy has the bomb.
Mike and Vague really putting the team on their backs right now.
Grenade
We'll see
out.
if they're going to be able to close this one out. Really the same push every single time, and Penetrate just hasn't been able to do anything about it. Mike just playing the stairs right there. And Zio right on the back side of the wall. Surprised we haven't seen Zio pull the shotgun back out based off how he was playing with it before.
Enemy inside.
Really is a game of confidence, and ooh, nice push
Yep,
from
main Mike
Mike.
taking off Raj.
Yeah, just
3-3.
believed that he was gonna win the gunfight, and then he did it. Does it again. 15 kills on the board, and it looks
Mike.
like a dominant game.
2-2.
From
Backs against the wall
Penetrate.
here from Penetrate.
Ooh. And they've got a nice shots out of Mike.
Oh, great shot.
Oh,
right
he
there.
almost gets the
There
double.
it is.
No,
Oh,
he missed the
no.
RPG. Wait.
And that's it. But the bomb blew up.
Oh, they
no
still
way.
won! Oh my
He
god, I
did
couldn't
it.
tell what happened.
No way.
Wow, Mike prolonged it just long enough with that cordite spray, and you look at that. 1,700 points in a search and destroy for Mike after being down 0-4. And phenomenal play out of Arsenal, who we already knew is going to be a really solid contester despite their struggles in search and destroy on Monday. And now going into their prime game mode in hardpoint. It could be, for the fourth matchup of the day, another 2-0. Just waiting for Evader and Justin. We'll be good to go. Arsenal said we don't need to make any changes. We already know exactly what's going to happen. Seems like probably some changes happening right now for Penetrate. We will go ahead and take a look at the standings real quick. We got Fierce still maintaining that first spot for Division 1. Obviously, we had Arsenal making a nice comeback right there, so they will actually go ahead and move into first place for Division 2. If they get the 2-0, that will actually move Seminole into second place in the division. Now, keep in mind the teams that are in first and second place for each division will be the teams that are playing in for the right to play in the championship. So, keep an eye out for that, as that's going to be a big factor, especially in this Division 2 with the 3 solid contenders in Penetrate, Arsenal, and Seminole.
Yeah, that was impressive. They were down, 4, and then just 6 unanswered rounds straight.
Yeah, that was... And we've
That's
actually, now that I think about it,
crazy.
we've seen that before. The one other time that I've seen that, Tribe went up 4-0, and it was back when we would play Search and Destroy to 10. Tribe went up 4-0 off the start of a game, and then lost 10 straight rounds of Search and Destroy. That was one of the more shocking things. That was basically the equivalent of Seminole losing 150-0. That's basically what that was. And all of our players are readied up. Good to go. Hardpoint Crash, one of the maps that we didn't play a whole lot last split, but
Yep, and you got to be feeling good about this if you're Arsenal. You just got the game mode that you're not as comfortable with out of the way. You got to win on that one, and then you're gonna go right into a hard point, which is the respawn that they needed. So we'll see if there is 4 total sweeps today.
Hardpoint identified.
Definitely.
This will determine that.
Oh, for a second, I thought Proxy was going to be sniping, which would have been very
Hardpoint
surprising.
locked down.
actually waiting for people in the back alley side, and actually
Targets inside.
pretty big brain weight play right there. Does get the initial frag. I was trying to figure out how he wasn't dead yet. Does end up getting taken out right there.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Evader hopping up over. Ooh, barely. Oh, actually, his teammate Frosh
Great
picks up
shots
the frag
there.
on Big.
Is ours.
Yep.
And Zio pulling out the RPG. Evil gets the frag on him with the pistol. We do have 5 Annihilators in play for Penetrate.
Hard point lost.
Meanwhile, we've got 3 Annihilators and 2 Katanas in play for Arsenal.
It's too close. Fight harder.
And
We're
I'm not
losing
really
this
sure
fight.
what Shadow just did, but does get the
Capture
frag.
the
Zio
objective.
gets the trade right
Hard
there.
point identified.
That, the Molotov, along with
Hard point locked down.
RPG kill. Yeah, from Shadow.
the Molotov
Great
with the
RPG
cryo
there.
combo right there is basically going to completely seal off that doorway, so that play ended up paying off. Keep in
I'm really
mind,
surprised.
the one thing that is actually banned in Mobile Mayhem is the suicide nade, so that's something that we saw a lot in last split that you're not going to see anymore, and I think Frosh actually botched that nade. Rocking the DRH, which we haven't seen used a ton.
I'm dead.
Yep. That gun has a slow fire rate, but when it hits, it definitely hits hard.
It hits pretty freaking hard. Mike, once again, off to a strong start. 6 kills on the board, not using his beloved shotgun, but putting that Cordite to use no less.
I'm really surprised here that Shadow's going with the KN. I'm used to seeing him with an LK in his hands.
Capture
Yep.
the objective. Hard point
See if
identified.
the adjustment will allow him to maintain that top spot as he's got 7 kills on the board. And pretty solid control for Arsenal right here. It doesn't look like they're getting any control. Mike, 3 HP, staying alive.
Heads up. Enemy UAV.
Right now, you got Asta playing the OBJ. Kind of just sitting tight, letting his teammates do all the work for him.
And their
they're not
map
even getting
control,
close.
their map control just looks prime right now.
Hard point.
Just does finally push in, take
Yeah,
control,
Evil
and
takes
just
him out,
like
though.
that, Evil trades
Heads
it.
up, team. Enemy heads up.
They
Enemy
will.
So now the spawns have flipped. This is gonna be really difficult after this hard point because spawns have just flipped. Arsenal is gonna have to go all the way across the map, I believe.
Yeah, this
No?
is gonna make life really difficult. I think I saw
Oh,
one.
they recovered it.
Yeah, I think I saw one player for Penetrate in the top of the hard point. Outside of that, no, they don't have anybody over there, and we may see
Wow.
Arsenal win it on this hill.
Heads up, team.
We got Vague on top.
Yeah,
with
you
the
got Big
Anni-
on top with the
I
Annihilator.
mean,
and
no,
yeah,
nobody's
this
gonna
ain't
be
looking
able
good.
to get anywhere close to that hard point.
Looking bad.
And
Wow.
Penetrate, who was actually at the top of our leaderboards at the end of day number 1, now looking like they might be brought right back to that 0-point counter. They got all of his streaks charged up and ready to go. Probably gonna, doesn't manage
That's
to
it.
unleash them in time, but 149.
That's it. Oh my gosh.
150 to 29.
That's crazy.
Whew! That was, I mean, I would be lying if I said I was surprised by that, especially given what we saw Arsenal was capable of on Monday. Vague, which is, claps in chat, Vague top fragging. He made good
Go ahead,
on his
Vague.
word. He said,
Good
I'm
recovery.
done playing the OBJ. I'm going to go get some kills. Proud of you. Vague with 13 kills on the board, and everybody on that team going very positive. Evader actually going 2-11. Anytime you got a player going 2-11, it's going to be really tough to get the dub. So very, very solid performance out of Arsenal, and that, I believe, is actually going to move them into first place in Division 2, and that will tie them with Fierce for first place overall, both teams at 30 points. If we're going to look at the overall standings, that we'll have Fierce and Arsenal tied for first with 30 points. Following them, Truly and Seminole tied for third, technically, with 10 points. Then we got Penetrate in 5th place, Tribe in 6th with -10, Infinix in 7th with -30, and Tragic way in the back with -40. So, should be interesting to see how this plays out. like you said, we will have gameplay coming at you guys on Friday with all the same teams in different matchups. So that should be a fun one to watch as well. Any final words before we sign off?
Oh, I think we saw it all today. 4 sweeps in a row. That's pretty hard to come by. And then that just shows that we're just going to have even better.
I think you cut out at the end there.
No, I was saying, and 4 sweeps in today's games. That just shows that we're going to have better games on Friday. So
Yep.
I think that Friday should be a little bit, I don't know, really unexpected, honestly. Because in this league, there's just so many teams. You just don't know. One week they could have a bad week, and the next week they could do.
Yeah, and Friday we will have a matchup between 2 teams that I would say both probably performed not quite as well as they would have liked today. Tribe and Penetrate being the first matchup that we're going to have. That'll definitely be a good one, and will likely depend on who we see playing for Tribe. Obviously, they're still trying to get their roster figured out and everything. In the second game, we will have Truly versus Arsenal, so looking back at the standings, those are 2 teams that are currently in the top 4. Should be a good matchup. We got Fierce versus Tragic, and lastly, Infinex versus Seminole. So, no doubt it'll be another day of fantastic gameplay. I do appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with us, watching the gameplay. My camera angle looks so stupid right now. I apologize. I had to look at that stupid camera angle all night. That should be much better. But I do appreciate everybody watching. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go ahead and hit the follow button. Make sure to go ahead and follow my co-caster, Matt Claps, as well. We will be live Friday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. But without any more talking, we're going to go ahead and roll the credits. Boom!